Kylie Murray. If you don't know me, I was basically the start of all this. I prepared a little speech. Wow, what a heartwarming adventure / full-time job this has been. Many months ago, I saw a post of Alex's on Facebook sharing Bryce's terrifying diagnosis of cancer. Alex was then just an acquaintance who had a farrier husband, this bloke called Bryce. Never met him. Now I know him. All of at 28 years old to be diagnosed with cancer, that's a pretty scary thing to be told. I don't know about Bryce, but my mum in particular, as soon as she heard cancer, she thought death sentence. Luckily, there are so many things now that we can do to better people's chances of getting through this, and it's a tough fight. The reason it really hit me is that my mum went through breast cancer when I was a young teen, and I wasn't in the position to help her. So this was my opportunity to help somebody through their journey. I didn't have a clue how big this would get. And it was a really amazing once I sort of started chatting to a few close friends of Bryce's that it was definitely possible to do something. And then as things evolved, it became bigger than Ben-Hur. We really wanted, obviously, the main thing that we couldn't help Bryce medically, but we could help him financially, and that's one of the biggest hardships that comes with cancer, unfortunately. And because Bryce and Alex are both self-employed, that even makes it tougher. You've got no sick leave. Who's going to pay you? You're your own boss. From what followed, evolved into 4 amazing events. Once word got out, I was shown how amazing the horse community and his support network was, and it was really humbling to see people come together that don't know each other, or there, no connection, or there is a connection, or just the whole horse community internationally wanted to get on board, and it was absolutely amazing. The first event we had was the Equine Health Day. So that was at Albury Vet Clinic. Thank you to Mike Field mostly, because I started talking to Mike about just doing a dentist day, and then it just became a vet day, and then this person got on board and that person got on board. It just ended up being a terrific day all up. So thanks to Michael Harwood for the vet for his awesome vet clinic and his expertise during the day, all his crew, Caroline, Vicky, Louise, Michael Saunders and his gang, Roz, and all those who helped out with washing floats and washing horses and cooking up a storm, and all the horses that came along. But thanks to Mike Fields, because he really made it happen. Once he sort of had his contacts, then that really made it a lot easier for me, and we just went with it from there. The second event was the Equestrian Playground Super Clinic. It was a terrific day, and I just want to thank Louise Crosby for giving up her another day, and Lisa Wells for giving up the property and also her expertise, and Gina Crawford as well, which was absolutely awesome. She did the riding component. The third event was an online option. We had over 50 items and services donated. So thanks to everybody that donated to the auction and also bidded. It was absolutely awesome, and that went really well. And then obviously the fourth event, which I'm sure everybody knows about, was the calendar. I was really proud to see this come to fruition. It wasn't it wasn't an easy thing to organise, but it was just amazing how it came out. It went international. We actually shipped a lot of calendars overseas. We got international press from the FEI, and Horse and Hound interviewed us as well. So that was really cool that our ripple had sort of spread that far. Thank you so much to all the farriers that came along and stripped off a little bit too much. Some were a little bit too keen to drive. So they said. But no, I mean, you know, like it is definitely, they're not male models. As in, they don't professionally know what they were doing, but they did act very professional. And what the most amazing thing was, and I think it shows through the photos, is the brotherhood and the sisterhood, because there were two women, that they have for a fellow farrier. And I mean, you know, when you're all working in the same industry, there is a little bit of competitiveness and things like that, and it was really nice to see people come together in one industry and support each other, and the love that they obviously have and the respect that they have for Bryce really showed, because it wasn't hard to find, 18 willing farriers. They all rocked up, and it was an awesome day. Thank you to Brooke for her absolutely wonderful skills behind the camera. You did an amazing job editing, and it was really easy to deal with Brooke, and the creativeness just flowed. It was awesome. Once the sales kicked off, the website created by Sandy Taylor was absolutely fantastic. She donated the website to us for free. It made my life so much easier, so I really appreciate that, Sandy, for putting that together for us. We were expecting only to sell maybe 100, 200 calendars maybe. We got to 1,000, so that was a really good effort. And thanks to everybody who came to my house that day to ship and label, and we had a bit of a production line going on at my house to get them all out. So thanks to everybody that helped with that. I was a bit shocked yesterday. I thought, well, we definitely knocked this out of the park. I think originally when I first spoke to Bryce, I thought maybe we can make 10 grand, maybe. That would be, pretty cool if we did. Kind of putting together how much we'd made over the 4 events, I thought maybe we've made 30. I thought that'd be pretty cool. My mouth my jaw dropped yesterday.
Tell them the number.
Yeah.
I haven't put it on Facebook yet.
Ferrari for a reason.
But I think that we deserve to know, because it's been a combined effort, and I think that it's absolutely amazing what the community has brought together to make. So the total we raised was $44,391.23. So that's where the flash. But that amount of money in any situation is a life-changing amount of money, and I hope that it really did make a huge impact on Bryce's life. And that he gets the opportunity to pay it forward, later down the track, and that he has a second chance of life now, and that he lives it to the fullest, that he did before as well.
Some things will never change.
No, but it was a pleasure to do it for you, Bryce, and I'm glad that you're now on, you've got a clean bill of health, and that you continue to have a clean bill of health, and that this can now be put behind you as a shit experience, but there was, some good experiences within that, the amount of new friends that you've made, experience the generosity of the community, as hard as that is to take sometimes. But we're glad you did, because really without that money, you would have been selling the horse floats, selling the horses, selling your motorbike, and having to start again.
The cost of living actually is, when you break it down, it's amazing what we do.
Yeah. Yep. Just paying your mortgage, paying your electricity bill, and not having them chasing after you, and then ending up, with black marks against your name from it.
The point being, be smart with money, because I'm not very.
So, please raise your glass if you've got one to Bryce, and to good health, and then I hope that everybody here is in good health, and we all continue to support each other and live this life to its fullest.
Amen. we